If you are elected Mayor on the 11th of October, what will you try to achieve during your first 100 days in office? And in brackets it says here, we have already posed this question to the candidates and asked for a written reply, but we would still like them to answer here. So there you go, Don, you've got 60 seconds.
Do I talk really, really fast? What I would do is immediately at being elected Mayor, I would interview your 9 successful councillors. I would determine their strengths, their passions, and from that I would apply my 4 committee chairs, and the other 5 would get deputy chair position. I would commence new chief executive recruitment immediately. That's a most vital part of our job going forward. We've got an acting one now, if the previous one comes back, so that's vital. And like I said, I would be prepared to start an amendment to the long-term plan to attack next year's forecast 8 to 9% rate increase. Unsustainable. Staff would hate it, but tough. We're going to do it. And you have to elect the team who's going to do it. So it's my time up. Derek, look, economical Don, I did it less than a minute. Rodney.
Oh, hang on.
Oh, that was 2 minutes, by mistake. Oh, sorry, Rodney, we're talking a little too.
Right. Are you ready, Jeff?
Ready, steady, go.
Okay. Well, we covered some of the same ground because I've been talking about this for a few weeks, but the first thing we need to do is get a new CEO. We need a different CEO. We need someone who will work with the whole community and actually, instead of working sort of separate to elected members, works well with the rest of the council. That will be a change. The second part is indeed tackling the full review top to bottom of the council. Because the CEO has to do that, so you've got to have someone good in place. I wouldn't wait for the new CEO. I think Marion, interim CEO, has already started on that process. She just needs, frankly, more pressure from the top to make sure she's delivering on our expectations, not running her own course as she pretty much is at the moment. We have a regional deal. That's important for all kinds of reasons, so that needs to be carried through. For our particular district, Omokoroa growth has stalled, so we've invested millions and millions of dollars there, and it's not going anywhere. And the fourth thing really is making sure our water's done well.
Margaret, it's all yours.
I've got the timer. The first thing I would do is ring the councillors who have been elected and thank them and pull them together as quickly as I can. The second thing I'd be doing is making sure that I have got the right man to write the contract for the new CEO. We won't go to an outside consultant. We need to have someone who can actually write the contract whereby we, the councillors, are the ones in control and not staff. And that, if we don't do that properly, staff are always in control. So it is a simple recipe of how to make sure the ratepayers are the ones that we are accountable to. We will have public meetings. We'll go out to you rather than actually just have sausage sizzles. We'll make sure that we put the flag back in the council chamber. We'll make sure that the women are equal with the men when we do our inaugurations. I look forward to it.
So there are some big things to do in the first 100 days. I will, like others have said, initiate the selection of a new CEO shortly, and that will continue later into the year and early next year. It's an important decision, and I intend to involve councils in that to a significant degree. I hope to be able to sign off our regional deal by the end of the year or possibly early next year. Negotiations are underway right now, and a decision will come to council in due course. Due diligence will be progressing for local waters done well, so that will require close attention from me and the councillors and some key decisions made. Delegations to community boards will also be an important consideration, which offers new opportunities now that we have a consistent representation across the district. Those delegations are being worked on now, but will need to be discussed soon after election. And lastly, I'll have a detailed discussion with my elected members about what they want to achieve over the next 3 years. I would like to achieve a consensus on some major things so we have some common goals to work towards. Thank you.
His first 100 days, that's concluded on January 19th. The interim CEO, whose contract expires on the 27th of February. So first of all, CEO briefing from Miriam to find out exactly what I don't know. Then I would call a councillor summit, and we would do a visioning exercise, a goal setting exercise, set some realistic targets, expectations, and then of course the CEO attributes, experience, personality, KPIs. That would also be decided by the full council. Committee structure needs to be set up, chairs and deputies, deputy mayor, community board delegations, and I'd like to see some more stronger delegations this time. Annual plan, we need to start thinking about that. What's fixed, what's variable, early rates target, and then we also need to consider, does the mayor, new mayor need to go to mayor school? That's operated by local government New Zealand, so there would have to be a decision by the councillors if they want to spend a bit of money on that, because we're no longer members. Thank you.
Well, first thing is I'm full over, right, because you have a Māori Samoan here. My focus would not be about a plan on the paper, but would be about building the relationships and momentum needed for the council to serve effectively over time. Again, I would set clear priorities with the council, need a workshop on the councillors to set a balance of shared priorities over the next 3 years, building on growth, prosperity and environmental protection. My focus within the culture of leadership, which I also mentioned before, would be to model a leadership that is collaborative, transparent and inclusive. Also setting expectations with the councillors that they represent their whole community, not just their ward, and that they're about ensuring that local voices are part of the decision-making process. Public services and infrastructure will be the third area, and I'll begin with a review of the core services like water, transport, etc. And obviously the regional deal is important, and I'll refine those with the community voice as the threshold and being folded into that decision about what we trade and what we don't.